We talk about the warming of the planet, and we worry about the rising water levels and how much water will actually rise due to melting glaciers and ice. And as I've said, you will see the increase in this tenfold now. As you've seen, the electrical substrate of the Earth has changed. The magnetohydrodynamics of the Earth have allowed for a shift in your poles, and as your poles' edges converge, there will be great outpourings of energy at those points. The Earth's poles are tightly wound based on the energy that flows through them, energy that doesn't start within you but is spun from within you because of what is exerted upon you from space. This enters into your biosphere, enters into the biosphere and is diffused into the Earth, which is then absorbed slowly yet readily over time. As that is absorbed into the Earth, it is spun out and released through your poles. It effectively creates your biosphere around you. Because of the energy coming in and the process of said energy coming out, it is able to create coolness on your poles, and in the middle you have heat. So the dynamics of the spinning unit not only create gravity for you, but it creates a biosphere for you. And this is a contributing factor in what is occurring now. You have an excess of energy that is unable to be released effectively, and because of that, you are overwhelming the Earth, the planet you are living on, Macca, with energy. It is important to understand that the Earth has a response system that is designed to alleviate itself from stresses and energy. It's constantly moving and shifting, yet at one point in time it was much larger than it is now, and the Earth has gone through many transitions. Just like that of a tree, the skin of the Earth is more of a bark that covers the inside of the Earth. When you look at the Earth overall, you see a lot of water, and you see a lot of important things like mountains. The reflections of water and mountains are that of the Earth itself. The water is necessary in order to create the pressures necessary to hold the Earth together. In your biosphere, the deeper the water, the closer it is to the core, the heavier the water is, due to the gravity and the process of the amount of water that is on that water. Not all water is same as other water. Some waters are different. They have a different consistency, a different energy flow, a different pattern. Salt water, for example, contains energy and enables energy to be maintained within the core process of your planet, Macca. However, fresh water that you need to drink does not carry as much energy because it is not able to push down energy and keep it away from itself. It transfers it readily. As you see more of your ice melting, it would be almost second nature to think to yourself, how could we lower the ocean levels? Well, the best way to lower your ocean levels is to take said water that is in the ocean, process it, and turn it back into water. There are many places in this planet that have areas that could use water, and you are now at the level that you could put together yourself a desalination plant that would enable you to remove the layers of water off of the ocean, and at the same time transfer that water to safer places where you can store it. If you remove the water before it becomes of a consequence to you, then you will maintain the acidity of the ocean itself. This is required. Magma requires the acidity and the pressure of the oceans in order to be magmatic. Magmatics are about the energy flow of the Earth itself at a continuum basis level, deep within inside of your planet itself. The structure of the planet is very porous. It is not like what you expect it to be, and you have not done enough research on it. There are many changes that will occur to you, and it will be very fortunate for you to come together and understand that if you do not do something together about the way the Earth is changing, you will do nothing at all. It is not a time to blame your sky, as it is not a time for Chicken Little. It is time to look inside of you and to understand that you have a chance to change, yet all you know is the things that you look for. Look for the things that you do not understand, the things of what is the signal of the Earth. And how is it important for the Earth's signal to create polarity with other planets and other bodies to maintain its balance in the universe? Why are certain signals important to planetary bodies? And if our sine wave is greater than that of the Earth's sine wave, will the Earth's sine wave not reflect upon itself, thus causing its own sine wave to change? And if the form of the sine wave changes, will it not get hotter? Expedience of the understanding that dead stars, dead planets, they do not make a sine wave. Hot planets make a faster sine wave. Your sine wave is what it is because it promotes life. Yet if you do not, then it will not, and it is up to you. You have quantified the sine and repressed it. You have done many things that are poisonous, though these are the choices that you have chosen. God bless God.